Leipzig.
Okay. Well, you started out. I can get into these topics here, all right? Cool. Um, yeah, I really want to get this City Leicester game out the way, right?
Nah, we might get scheme that, yeah.
You don't want to talk about that?
We got him, man. We got her.
There ain't
We
nothing
just
to
got her.
talk about right now. I feel like the time for that has passed.
Visa?
That's why
Yeah,
I
actually, I
wanted
think
to
you're right,
remove. Huh?
I think you're right, because man literally play again today.
Exactly. The time for to talk about that has passed. All right, cool. Look, Vardy get a hat trick. City were demolished. The only thing I want to say on this, and don't rebuttal me, let me just end it here. Everybody's saying that was a half City team. My man, that argument is so dumb because City were missing all of their attackers. Most of them, not all. City weren't missing a single defender. And also, along with that, City reinforced their defense this summer. So my thing is, you could argue about a lack of creation, but what does that have to do with conceding 5 goals with your actual starting defense?
Right. Only man that was in there would be like Eric Garcia, and man was praising Eric Garcia field performances in the last season.
Man literally started Nathan Ake for that game as well. It's like that was your defense that you would probably carry.
Those are good players, you know.
For sure. So it's like you're saying, man, if City were at this, okay, so you're trying to tell me the game would have ended more like a 6-5, 7-5.
All right, watch this though. Watch this. They didn't have Laporte didn't start then, did he?
Nah. Laporte would have made it any better?
Probably 4-2.
Laporte?
He's arguably best defender on the planet right now.
Not to me. Not arguably.
Not arguably?
Not arguably.
You can't. Yeah, I can argue that. Yes, I can. So arguably he is.
I can't argue Laporte against Van Dijk.
Who else can you argue?
To me, Laporte has more deficiencies in his game than Van Dijk.
Obviously, but
no, but I can't. That's what I said. I can't argue Laporte being a better defender than Van Dijk. I can't do it.
Okay, all right. Arguably, there's one person. Can you argue anyone against Van Dijk?
Mustafi.
Bro.
All right, done it.
Well, I don't want to say. I just want to see like internet sake. Like if I put in top center back, see where like, what would be the
defender.
Nah, yeah, I can guard defenders. Yeah, I can guard the defenders. I want to see who's the. I don't want even Premier League neither.
Let me give you all time. They're gonna give you all time.
Nah, I want a all time. Nah, brother.
Put 2020 or something.
Yeah. This ain't even. I know what this is because this don't make sense. Cause if this ain't Arda, Sven Bender's the second best defender on the planet. So,
Sven Bender.
Yeah, so I really think that one is Arda. All right, Bleacher Report round one here. When was this? Cody 2013.
Nah, that's poor.
Everything should just go off the internet.
Yeah, they don't need to be there no more.
Wait, man, do another one the same year? The man do the same listen the same year, brother.
Bleacher Report running out of content.
All right. Sports kid to do one. Yeah. This was this year. 10 Hummels. 9 Skriniar. 8 Benucci. 7 Varane. 6 Chiellini. 5 Laporte. 4 Ramos. 3 Godin. 2 Koulibaly. And 1 Van Dijk.
That's a good top 5.
That list perfect, brother. If you be honest,
that's better than the freaking Cartoon Network list that we had.
Yeah, for sure. If you want, you could argue for me when he was at Atleti. Godin was easily the best defender in the world at that time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Straight up defender, he was the best defender in the world. But
I was talking about that. BCC
no, I think you could.
I think when we was at community college, you was talking about that with Boston or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was telling you, yeah. I was a big Godin fan for sure. Right now, I think. Well, when this list came out, I think you could put Ramos ahead of he. I think Ramos should be 3, Godin 4, Laporte 5. Right now, if you do this list again, it can be the same top 2. Van Dijk, Koulibaly. Then I feel 3 right now would be Ramos, 4 Laporte. Godin can be even in top 5. Bonucci might not be 6. Interesting one though. Skriniar might be highest. Skriniar for sure be highest. Skriniar 9. Skriniar is one of the best in the world right now for sure.
I like that list. I like that list a lot. Yeah, I realized that while you was calling names, I was just like, because I did not disagree with none of them.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue Hummels at 10. Like I could argue, like see Hummels do some junk these days, brother. I could argue Longley bad and Hummels, brother. Bonucci, Chiellini.
A lot of men would disagree with you. I think a lot of men would disagree with you.
A lot of men that don't watch Barca play.
That's a long list, beard.
Wait, I want you not 8-2 against Bayern. Okay.
Yeah. You see what my performance not 8-2 brother? How did everybody perform not 8-2 against
Bayern? Big man lost the jobs for that. Yeah, you can tell me. Come on, bro. If you watch Longley play for, but there's another thing where stylistically, like he's like literally restart center back, like ball playing. But
that's stupid because with the same thing with Max Hummels being number 10, then I you know me as a big fan of Dortmund as well, and I watch more Hummels than the average man. But my thing is then the same men that would cry down Longley probably have not even seen that much of Max Hummels either, other than Champions League.
Might that not be a good thing these days? Because Hummels ain't see him no more.
Nah, well, yeah, but I'm just saying.
But anyway, I agree, yeah.
So we kind of stray away from the City thing, but I like the way it went.
I didn't even realize you were recording, brother.
I was for a while.
So, even though I had a load of...
No, I like where it was going, so don't even... I like the fact that we went there.
It's true. Yeah, because I was actually going to tell you could do that.
That happened because of Laporte, the whole Laporte conversation.
Yeah.
But the next thing, we can just fly past that City game. I really don't want to talk about that anymore. Suarez to Atleti. Wait, what you was going to say?
No, I was basically saying, as you said, there's much to talk about.
Okay.
My argument was when they had some players, I feel like the side that had should still be able to get the job done.
The side that they had should not have conceded 5
goals. Correct. Agreed. 100%.
I think that's just the end all be all.
Neither Ake can for how much money he can for Eric Garcia, who right now is first choice signing at Barca to come in.
Exactly. I don't really care about the win or loss right now, but 5 is my biggest issue with that. So
I feel like I got a lot of games like that this season where you can get jumped and like somebody can put a couple goals in them and that's exactly why I feel Liverpool can win again this year. I feel like City can drop some points like this here.
I got who the 2 teams that got promoted this season to Prem? Leeds and who?
It's 3 Leeds. Oh my God, we look dumb.
We look real foolish.
All the time, he's been talking.
This is a football podcast, and we don't know nothing.
Yeah, literal basic information that we should know.
Fulham.
Oh my God, Leeds, Fulham. One more.
Pardon me, but this is Cardiff.
I'm going mad. Who is?
I can't remember. Leeds, I am not searching either. Anyhow, my point was I got Leeds to beat Man City this season.
I got Leeds to beat a lot, man, this season.
Not West to Brom? Beat them in terms of table, but it's West Brom.
Right.
Not in terms of table, but I mean like when they go
in one of them games, yeah, for sure. That Leeds side can beat a lot, man. That Leeds side under Bielsa is just a run.
I got them to draw. I got them to draw at home, and I got them to win at City.
You don't got City to beat them. Wait, the man can beat City away.
Yes, yeah. No, they can draw at home.
Right, at their home.
Leeds are going to draw at home.
Right, and then they're going to beat City.
Yes.
At the Etihad.
Yes. Remember, I said that.
Respect.
Either way, City's not winning one of these games.
All right. Technically, you say City are winning none.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Right. Technically, for a draw and a Leeds win.
Yeah.
So you got Leeds to completely beat City, but that Leeds side on the BS, like I was saying, like that side is just run be like Menes always say whenever Bielsa's get a point, it's be a complete shift. Like a whole men talk football was. Men is boy trainings is be rough. Everything is be rough. Men demand so much on the pitch, but after a while you see the players start to attack to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At first you see the man drain as heck and all of that, but then like after a while, after they did for months, the man like you see these same men that was struggling, like all of a sudden these men is complete athletes can run for days on end. Be like these gonna be a tough side to beat this year for sure, but you'll see. If them had, it's funny like I wish them had some of the finances Wolves had a couple years ago and like maybe a similar scouting team just to see what them would be able to do with a better team.
Where's the man first season?
Players, but it's true.
Man, first season back in Prem, bro. You got them men got things to go on. Top 10 finish for them.
11th.
All right, cool. Right. We get upon this Suarez topic here. No, Suarez to Atleti, and he might score 2 on his debut, right?
Yeah,
2 on assists, I believe.
Yeah,
2 on assists. You watched the game? I think you didn't watch it.
I didn't get to watch it.
I gotta watch it again here. No, look for some highlights fast that I cannot show, but again, I watch them.
But this is my thing. Right?
Keep the people entertained while they watch these highlights.
This is literally what if you look at goals and the assists, he general overall play because he creates so much chances when he come off the bench, right? These all things I used to tell people about Suarez all the time in terms of take away the goal, take away the assist even, right? How creative the man was and all of that.
He got subbed on?
Yeah, he come off the bench behind scored 2 on 6-1.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right.
He was overall just genuinely dangerous behind. That's what we used to say all the time when it comes to Suarez. Like, the reason why it was so hard to drop Luis Suarez with the Barca side is because he demands so much attention from the opposition, right? And obviously when you got a team with Messi in it, when you got a team when you're healthy, you've got Dembele in it. When you commanding that much attention, be like you can create so much for the other men around you just by being on the pitch.
If you hear me reacting, right? This man, I know just watching highlights and highlights can make anybody look real good or real bad, but bro, these highlights so good, big man.
Yeah, like no,
I look comfortable,
be. Like, and I said as Suarez be like, and as I was saying before, like. That's why it was so hard to drop Suarez. Suarez was going to run and not scoring goals, and then he would be like, still got to play because he thinks he's too off the ball. And like,
for sure.
Once in a split second, Suarez could do something and just create a chance other than nothing, right? And that's a fact. So
this man could have easily had a hat trick, bro.
For sure, easily. But
looking at this thing, like, whoa, bro, what do you ask?
Nah, he was nice for real on the debut, but.
I gotta watch this
again, like this and then, like in terms of like, for instance, I was talking to my brother and we had talked with Suarez like the night before he debuted, I'm pretty sure, right? And he was upset. Like I said this last time too. I didn't want Suarez to go. No way. I wanted all them deals to fall through. I didn't want he stay, right? And me and my brother was talking the night before he debuted for Atleti, so I was like, he was talking and he was saying things like he had set Suarez, saying similar things to what I was saying, like Suarez commit things of nothing and. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And easily still one of the best strikers in the world, like no matter how you look at it. Like somebody that clinical and things like that, easily one of the best strikers in the world still to this day, right? And like I tell everybody I understand all of that. But when you look at it as a club situation, you had to move on until why? Because of the wages. The men already talked about the presidents of Barca already talked about how much the wages hurt in the club, brother. Like we might got a little bit of money to bring in some signings, but Cardi, we gotta move these players that taking up like 300 and 350K a week.
So that new La Liga rule about moving out players to get a player, like that's only that works. So in your favor then?
No, it doesn't because even if, for instance, even if we had the money, right? Because say we could have do the Depay deal or the Dest deal before, like say we had the money to do it before Semedo had gone, you know what I mean? We would have had the Destiny team already for like this upcoming game, you know what I mean? Things like that. So we would have been in a better position to sign him in and get them in early and be able to integrate them in the squad better. Okay. But then when you look at it, the later you go in the transfer window, the harder it is to sign people. You know what I mean? So then when you hear waiting on to sell man before you could bring them in, even if you had the money to bring in the other man, you still hear like, man can get the end of it, you can pay a bid for somebody, and man can be like, we got to replace you with like a week left? Nah, not a chance. You know what I mean? So you end up either paying more or not getting your signings at all. So that rule would never be there's no upside to that rule, brother. There's no upside to that rule whatsoever. Okay. And be honest with you.
All right. Well, speaking of signings, I want to push out Semedo to Wolves, right? You got he to be a starter.
Well, all right. This is the problem. All right, this is the problem. We talked the other day. Me and you talked recently, and we say, I tell you that Semedo can be real good in Premier League, right? He built for the Premier League. If you look at it, right?
Exactly what the guy I work with said. I say he's built for the Premier League.
Correct. PSC, you know what I mean? Ain't the most overly technical league sometimes. There ain't gonna be technical demands that a Barcelona can give you, right? Cool, right? Yeah, and immediately then I tell you, of course, he's a starter. Like, of course, and I will say, like, there's no better right back, like, in that one side. B, there's a hand, like, if Semedo on he did is a very, very good fullback, especially for the Premier, and especially in that Wolves setup where it can be a three at the back. And then wing backs, right? Perfect for he, right?
Yeah.
That being said, he started the other day against West Ham. West Ham scored 4.
Oh, I didn't even know that. No, I didn't even know that.
So, all of that being said,
that is shocking, but I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So he started.
I missed quite a bit of football. I think I only watched like 2 matches last game week, so I missed quite a bit.
So this was kind of, I don't know. To me, you talk about players adapting and things, and I don't know. He comes straight in, and it wasn't that long after he comes straight into the lineup. It wasn't not long after signing, but I would go say I didn't watch the game, but to concede 4, that's a team effort, boy.
I keep you can say one thing I can do is
could have caused 4 goals.
Yeah, maybe if it was 2, you can still look at individual performance and say probably he did well. But 4, I guess you got to take the whole team into still got to take the whole team into account. But
for sure, no matter what.
Because then if he win 2-0, we would want to say that, he did well, but we don't even know about the man personal performance.
You would be saying he had a good debut. Yeah. Stuff like that. But, thing is, you're a defender before, let's be real, you're playing as a wing back. Still a wing back. You still got to do defensive duties. And as I say,
that's the problem with a lot of, but I issue with a lot of fans. I think a lot of fans view wing backs as just attackers.
Definitely not. I've got some wing backs that, like, sometimes you would look at certain teams and how them set up, right? And you would see one wing back, right, who's a mixture of good defensive capabilities and can get far. Then you look at the next side and you'll be like, but this man's an attacker. You know what I mean? And it's kind of unbalanced. So I don't know. I think you can't ever look at that wing back situation and be like, he's an attacker. He's a winger. Nah, impossible. Nelson Semedo come up as a right back. A lot of people you see in them full back in them.
But then when you take into account and they throwing shots right now, I hope you watch it. I can send the link to him when he done. When you take into account fans like Ramon Boyce, right, who believes that wing backs should not defend, right?
That's madness.
The man believes that. The man literally said defensive wing backs are obsolete, big man.
Defense. So he means just a regular full back, like a right back, left back.
Them gone. You can't. It's like you can't do both. Like you can't do both. You shouldn't do both in a sense. Like for Prime, he meant for Premier League. Let me say that he meant for Premier League. He said in this league you cannot have men like these. That was a mistake. You can't have like these two-way men. Like when you need constant attacking wing backs and let the men in the back line do their job. My thing is, bro, these men are a part of the back line.
Wait. So check me then. All right. Liverpool is split straight 4 at the back. You know what I mean? Trent Alexander-Arnold could be shocking defensively when he's ready.
I tell them, man, that group chat. I told these men that in that group chat.
To me, Robertson is good on his basketball term, a good two-way player. To me, Robertson is a good two-way player. He can get far, he can get back. Is Alexander-Arnold completely incompetent defensively? No. You know what I mean? But I feel as if the modern fullback, men say it all the time, the modern fullback, not only wing backs, the modern fullback period has to be able to get forward. You know what I mean? Has to got some sort of ability to get forward. But today tell me, nope, he should just let the two centre backs defend is madness. It is madness. Sometimes you got a case like Alexander-Arnold where the output is so good going forward, right? The output so good going forward. You can't take it off the bench. You off the field, sorry. You cannot pull Alexander-Arnold. He could be a bang average defender. You can go say, we got to go with it because the amount output crazy, putting up more assists than some wingers sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just madness. But to say that fullbacks obsolete is madness. You still need to be able to defend. Alphonso Davies, quick, could get forward, could do it all, but you see work rate getting back, right?
But I need personally for my Arsenal team, I need my wing backs to get back, big man.
Correct.
Tierney's
literally the perfect person for, like, you could play as a regular fullback, you could play as a wing back because he could get forward. He ain't incompetent going forward, and you know Tierney defensively.
That's why he hated Arteta playing him at centre back last game. To me, that was dumb.
Yeah.
You start Bellerin and Niles as the wing backs and then put Tierney as a centre back, bro. To me, that was
You see
dumb.
what I mean by that? You see what I mean by sometimes, like, you look at one side and it look decent defensively and going forward, and then you look at the other fullback on the other wing back on the other side and you're saying, but to me, more offensive. Like, to me, Nebo Maitland-Niles, you said Reece Nelson or you said Maitland-Niles, sorry?
Maitland-Niles.
Right. The name with Maitland-Niles to me is to be like, he's solid defensively. You know what I mean?
He can be.
Okay, but
he is. But then there's like, I think like once every 3 games, this man is gonna have a bad defensive game. Like, it's shocking. But for the most part, I think when it calls for it, especially when he went up against Traore, that was before, right? Yeah, against Wolves. When he went up against Traore, he knew, all right, I got my work cut out for me here at fullback. Sorry. Right. And the man completely had Adama in his pocket that whole game, brother. So I was like, well, no, he come off the bench, I believe. And it was good. So I think when he knows, like, there are excuses, I have to be on my game right now, he could. But then there's like other games. Obviously, like, a typical player kind of got these lapses and then you forget, brother. Nah, you can't be slacking off. Yeah. But you see, if he wasn't, you playing fullback / wing back, brother. If you wasn't a defensive-minded person, but you on the field just attacking, but we can't eat back here the whole game. So
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't even call them wing backs, bro.
Exactly.
You see one of them foolish FIFA formations, and it can be left wing, left mid, right mid. You know what I mean? You ain't got a wing back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And hope that the back three can do the job.
Correct. Because you could get there's my thing. I use Liverpool as the example because I did not want to use a team that's played 3 at the back, right? Because then when you got 3 at the back, right? You could argue, all right, well, I could use this man here. I don't need as much defensive output from he. You know what I mean? Because I got 3 centre backs, right? That's why I use Liverpool where it's a flat 4.
I think that it's funny because then if you say, I think with the 3 at the back is even worse in a sense because then if you got wing backs that aren't going to track back, right? And you can allow the wingers from the opposing team to just keep on attacking the wings, right? You center backs got to spread out.
But in that situation, you come in at 3 center backs. Watch this now if you're playing in the back 4 and you full backs decide, nah, Ramon Boys tell me that I my defensive duties are necessary. You ain't can't have 3 center backs. You can't have 2 now because you get what I mean. So then
what I meant was right is that if you come in on the wings and you don't really got to and you can blow by the wing backs easy, right? Is that one of them center backs, depending on which wing it is, left or right, has to pull wide.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you left with 2 in the middle.
You left with technically 1 in the middle because
unless the other one gets stuck out wide, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's perfect example of why. Even
what you need men to track back, what you need to wing back to track back.
No matter what.
Exactly.
Because, that's what man running at a back 3. Man running at a back 3 and you got a wing back that is sitting here and want to defend. Man can get eat up because space can open. If you got some attackers that realize it, I can drop him right in between. When my ringer running at that far side center back, I drop him right in between the space in between
My thing is, I ain't even saying you need to go in there and play an attack because at the end of the day, just presence will help. That's why I said, like,
be a body.
Bellerin to me is like defensively inept, right? But he fast, or he was fast.
Correct, right.
And he could easily just get back and be there with his man.
Get in front of exactly correct. Your man ain't amazing defensively, but like he could do a shift because like
most men can't just blow away Bellerin like that. You got to keep up with you, or he could keep up with you. So yeah, that was
100%.
We kind of shut down that stupid point.
Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't know boys on there.
All right, next thing we got here, will this be you think Ole job secure already?
No.
Are you?
No, of course not. Not at all.
You see, you said that, right? But look how long the man has been here. Well, we said long, right? Really and truly, about 2 years should not be that long.
Managers, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 2 years should not be considered long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We in a time for true men is get 6 months.
Exactly. 6 months.
To win a tournament that
believe that 6 months is enough
time.
6 months is enough time for you to come from 17th to top 4.
Correct. You know what I mean? So, but nah, to me, there had some times where you would think, I feel he had a lot of times where
could have been
he get bailed out by performances. Yeah, because I had times where questions was getting asked about him, and then one performance against a good side, and you're thinking, damn, all right.
Brother, I literally told boys that I said, right, is like there's games where the man would lose like 3 times in a row to some bad teams, right? Where he should, and then there's like that Chelsea. One game, brother.
Yeah.
That one game where you believe, right, if he lose this one, he fired and he'll win this.
Yeah, correct. That has happened countless times when it comes
so many times for the man. And then other times, right, he would lose to the big name teams, but then would come and pull out a win against like a bottom half team, and that's still enough for him to say, all right, well, I get 3 points.
Exactly. That's
because the 3 points came in a time where it was vital.
I guess in a strange way you could argue, yeah, in a sense, then that would mean his job is secure because I can see that.
But then what does that say about you? What does that say about Manchester United then?
As an organization, I wish we had a United fan right now to talk with that because that person
still be right man is so-called boss. He's defend Ole.
Okay.
So my thing is then, like, if you that means you settling.
Correct, and it's correct because as we talked this before, football is a business for a lot of these owners. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, get me any Champions League, God, yeah, spending a cent on transfers this summer.
Yep, I know what that's like.
When we could do it again. So I don't know because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you like at all. I don't think I ever see a game where I say to myself, you know, Olive, he completely, that was a tactical masterclass from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Never in my life I think I ever said that. I swear that to you.
Somebody in the group chat said, when was Ole's last like dominating performance, right? They asked, and I said everybody was like jokingly, oh, when was Manchester United's last dominating performance? And everybody was jokingly, since for a game. You know, you remember what I said?
Mm-hmm.
I said the game against PSG, Champions League. I was like the comeback.
You would say that was dominant?
It wasn't dominant, but to me, you made that comeback at a time where it was necessary, and that I was like, you know, but I can't ignore that. That was a game y'all needed to win, and you did it.
You did win it, yeah.
Granted, Paris probably was a heap. I was at school. We was at school when that happened.
Yeah.
So
and then Paris was bad. A Neymar-less Paris.
Right.
Could arguably some shaky calls from officials, depending on what side you want to lean on, but
yeah, sure. By any day they were down. You know what I mean? They came into that game down on aggregate.
Correct. For sure.
I give credit where credit is due.
Honestly, that might be the last one. Like, tell me again.
That was during the whole.
These men skate by.
That was during the whole quote unquote. I don't know how much you believe in this, but new manager boost. You know what I mean? So,
new manager boost are real because especially for men that get signed, men can be like, "Oh, this wasn't the manager that signed me.
Yeah,
this was not the manager that asked for me."
Yeah.
So I ain't got a clue. I gotta do something here to make sure I can stay at this club. You know what I mean?
But Saint, after the new manageables were off, I have not seen like a fully. Again, well, there were a few. United had a few dominating games against like smaller teams like Copenhagen and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
right.
you know what we were referring to.
Copenhagen could play my third division side now. We might blow away. On it.
Yeah. So, it was Copenhagen. No, it wasn't Copenhagen though. I ain't sure who it was. It wasn't. I think Copenhagen was the team that gave them problems.
Yeah, Copenhagen way plays a long time now. Copenhagen has an upset scene. Champions League.
But anyhow, look, it was some small team that dominated or whatever. But
my thing is though, when it kind of Ole, like, you ever watch United, right? And you ever say to yourself, all right, United don't want, right? And United come up and win the game in the end. You ever look at the game and say, I could realize again. I wish we had a man on my phone. That we could be easily better to answer. They say, right? You ever see like? You ever was able to pinpoint a tactical change on the pitch that win United a game that Ole set up?
There's no tactical change because we all know like Ole don't really come into game with these ridiculous tactics. I mean, funny enough, he would make it seem as though he has them. The way he just talk and everything and all the arguing he's been doing point side lanes, brother, you ain't arguing shit. You ain't telling these men do shit, nothing. Ole is a man that waits till the 80th minute to make his first change in the game, brother. 80th minute, and then the change is be the dumbest one out of like it don't be nothing that like people desperate like the team is desperate for if they're losing. The 80th minute change is something that is so if we need to attack. Yeah, apologies everyone. At this point we had some technical issues using Zoom and whatnot, so the audio got cut, but we did it in two parts. So right now, I'm just gonna merge the other half of the podcast into it right now, so it may sound a little like random, but we just picked up where we left off. So yeah, thanks for understanding. Right. Yeah, so I was here saying, I've never seen Ole actually. To me, I don't think Ole is coming to games with like this whole massive game plan. And if he does, I'm not saying he's a coach, he does, but I don't think if we was to look at it, it would be like, I like that. I think it's be very, to me, even the players is look when they're watching it on the field for 90 minutes, it's look very streamlined, brother. Counter-attacking football for 90 minutes straight. Right. You know what I mean? So but again, I don't want it to come across as me hating. That's why I would, like you said, I would prefer to have a man you find here to give you points. But I just talking about what he's seeing. Is just very like streamlined and crazy, and when they pull out a win at the end of the games, like the last, you see the joke that Mourinho, I don't know if Mourinho actually said this, but you see the thing talking about what he said. He said
one in a bigger penalty box.
Nah, not that. That was funny though. Something about I can remember it. No, don't give me a chance. I can remember it. Well, he said you never safe until you actually get home from the game because the referee could pull you out of the dressing room, pull you out of the dressing room and tell you got a penalty here. So the keeper not gonna put back on all his gear. He said that for real?
I don't know, because I don't know, Jimmy. Imagine playing West Brom and you game to change your room and taking off your things, draw 1-1. And the man tell you, nah, bro, sorry, come back on your gloves, penalty. And you get back out, there's Bruno attacking the penalty, you United line up there.
It's stupid because even, remember, boy said it in group chat that Goal and the Premier League app sent the thing about the match ending.
Yep, full time.
The game did end.
Yep, the game was done.
And I don't know how that's legal.
I never seen that in my life. I feel video assistant refereeing so young in football, and so I feel like when you watch the NBA is doing it so much better because they got certain things that we could go back and look. All right, we could look at anything in the recordings, right? But there's only so much things we will go to the recording for. If we see other things while we looking at it, we can make them calls. But say for instance, I can't remember exactly. Say for instance, the man feel them had a goaltending, right? Mm-hmm. We can't look back at goaltending. We could look back at a foul. We could look back at things like that. Yeah. Right? We could look back at it like what might be a flagrant foul. Mm-hmm. Right? But if we see goaltending in between there, we could react to it. But we can't go to these screens specifically to say we look in to review a goaltending. Exactly. I feel like And them has got so much. Them has got like regulations on when, you know what I mean, and things like that. I feel like VAR so far behind.
But it can be, bro. You said far behind as though this is a technological problem, but this is a problem with the people.
No, not technical. Right, exactly. How it's set up and how it is right now.
Right.
That's to me far behind. The technology crazy. The technology mad, but like.
But it's simply a matter of simply a matter of slowing down and looking at things from different angles. That's all it takes. A replay. This is comes down to what is your decision going to be? No. Right. You telling me it is that difficult 100%. For you to look at something and say that is a foul or that isn't a foul, and I mean the right decision, because we could clearly see what the right decision is.
Right, and that 100% is not my issue with VAR. My issue with VAR is similar to what I was telling you in terms of like how scattered it seems, like how the rules sometimes seem to change week by week, like when we could do this and how we could affect
minute by minute, brother.
Things like
minute
that.
By minute, not week by week.
You know what I mean? The calls per se, because that's more a referee issue, like how you could look at saying and then say what, and then say that.
Well, we see things
that blatant foul is not a foul. You know what I mean? I watched Madrid at the end of last season get so much calls from VAR, and I watched them over and like, this is madness. This is madness. This ain't just being a Barca fan. Yes, it is partially being a Barca fan, because like somebody said this season, like, we don't know Barca gonna be near perfect to win the title this year. Because when I'm playing against Madrid, when I'm playing against VAR too, VAR can get these men off the hook several times, just like them do at the end of last season. We can go be near perfect just to win the title, because Madrid can be far from perfect and get calls that man shouldn't be getting, things like that. But
I don't know. But the main question, like getting back to the main question was, so you think Ole's still on like walking on ice right now at Manchester United?
I think it's so situational. I might have changed my mind. I'll tell you why.
He finished third, brother. He finished third.
Which is very good, let's be real. Which is very good.
Any day finishing third is a big deal.
Yeah. And if he could do that again if say for instance he do that with this particular lineup, you gotta be like, all right, that's madness. That's a very good, because when you look
if he does it this season,
he's safe, because if you only sign in this year as Van de Beek and then you're going to finish third again?
Against because other people have done work.
Exactly. Again, like Chelsea, who do countless signings, spend countless
Man City made some signings. You know what I mean? The men below you, like Arsenal made signings. Correct. Everybody putting in some work.
Yeah. But to me, the reason why I would say, he is never fully established is because
I'm watching this man on a game basis.
Earlier, sometimes because of how sometimes it can seem like there's no genuine tactic, no genuine idea of what's going on. I hear my United fans say that before. You know what I mean? Like Boys Post and I'm pretty sure this is a while back, to be fair, but sometimes you just get that feeling where like somebody has to say like this man seem kind of clueless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just judge.
Like that, sometimes it's kind of hard to. It would be hard in certain situations to justify keeping you on. That's what I would say. Always, it would seem to me like if no matter what, cause he's not even man like Mourinho could get his sacked, but you know what I mean? He ain't a Pep, he ain't a Mourinho that you can say, or I can see you trying to do here, but it ain't working out. But I can get a little more time.
I just judge this. I judge anybody, manager, players, team, organization as a whole, like. Not organizations, but off a game by game basis, right? I don't care. You finish third, sure. I'm judging you though from a game by game basis, right? What I see is what I see on the field, big man.
Right.
There's a lot of I ain't gonna get into excuses right now, but there's a lot of reasons why Man United ended up getting that third place finish, right?
Right.
And to me, the main one wasn't because we were so good.
Correct. If you remember, Leicester capitulated.
Facts. So
Leicester completely capitulated when the COVID break was done, and if Leicester had put together a good run of form, like they would be in that, then we'll have finished in top 3.
And to me, that
Champions League spot.
I realize it, and I think that this whole thing of these last few seasons, how the Premier League has been, where it's like everybody just look bad in not everybody, but a lot of these teams that normally are good look real bad, and they can seem to get a consistency going. I think that can end very soon. I think it can get back to how it normally was. But I've been telling people for the last 2 or 3 seasons, but a lot of the stuff we seen, like a lot of men who qualify, like Man U qualifying for Champions League and Chelsea qualifying for Champions League last season, especially. I don't think it was because you were that good. I think it's because everybody's just been that bad. You know what I mean?
Other teams let off finally. Other teams let off.
Exactly. If Arsenal had every reason to finish top 4 last season, no, we decided to lose every freaking game coming to the end of the season. You know what I mean? So it's
draw every single game.
To me, would that have normally happened if everybody was playing the way how the team should be playing? No, I think it hit a spell these last 3 seasons or so where I don't know what's going on.
When Leicester win the Premier League.
Okay, exactly. You know what I mean? Everybody's just been off of their game.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I got some brilliant teams in between the things like that, but other great teams that was wishy-washy and never fully, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you cannot, like, you could imagine talking about Man United finishing 4th and 5th and 6th and all that.
But I almost finished in top 10.
You know what I mean? All right, I mean, like, you look at Man United, like, cannot be, you like, just spending, like, your first years, like, genuinely watching football week in, week out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You couldn't
was annoying.
You couldn't say the word relegate with United or none. I mean, you couldn't bring that up in the same conversation, big man.
You said that, but if you that's still unnecessary. You thought Arsenal getting relegated. That was so unnecessary.
That was close, B. That was close. We were very close. We were very close. To this day, we'll say we were very close to getting relegated, big man.
But you'd start madness.
We were, but you know, I was genuinely scared though.
I would have gone and win the championship and come back up, man.
Yeah, cause that easy.
Newcastle do it.
Look at Leeds, big man.
I
don't want to be down there that long. I'll go wait till imagine if I had to wait that long. I'll be back in Premier League at 32.
Chief, y'all would have bumped straight back up. Unless everybody said and done with that.
Nah, that's BS. I don't believe that.
So Newcastle could do it, but when it can't.
I'm mad. It's our football we play, big man. These men make that look so hard. I'm waiting.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, good. You can't tell me, right, that Arsenal does not make life hard for themselves.
100%, yes.
Okay, so
you're also telling me Aubameyang is not going to score 84 league goals in the championship.
I was 84.
Wait,
study it, right?
The greatest striker championship ever seen.
Nah, study it, right? I want to go down because this is just turned the whole joke right now, right? But if Aubameyang had to get like 87 goals or 77 goals, right? Everybody, you think we would celebrate Aubameyang's 100th goal at Arsenal?
Yeah, you have to.
My score against Cardiff or saying is like, yes, man, finally.
Score against Shrewsbury in the League Cup.
Reading or some shit.
Ooh, yeah.
Score
against Reading.
But I don't know. I can't. Championship is like, I won't watch football. I don't want to talk about animal. Let me move off of that.
You talked about before, but I can't. Yeah, we can move on, but I would not watch.
That'd be difficult.
Facts. I would not watch.
But yeah, we know the next topic was why the officiating support. I didn't even want to talk about that. The only part of this I can talk was like what really counts as a handball.
All right, this is another thing where the rules seem kind of I feel as if fans is learning something new about handball every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just be like, oh, but you know, if technically that handballs in the 27th minute and 38th second don't count, you know, so you didn't know that, you know what I mean? I feel as though he's learning every year.
I saw Gabriel, right? My center back, big man. I saw Gabriel go to head a ball, right?
Right.
And he's looking at the ball as it's coming up to clear. He's in the box, right? Looking to clear the ball. And as he's about to head it, like he put his head down so he can hit like the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, when you do that, you can't see the ball no more. And I guess like he misjudged how it was coming at him, and it landed right on my elbow instead.
Right.
And my thing is, how is that not a penalty? Because
that's my thing, you know. All right, hear tune, right? Hear tune. Because all I used to hear was, right? All I used to hear was, if you had in an unnatural position and the ball touch it, is a handball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then if you want the argument I could give for that is, what is an unnatural position? For instance, if I jump, I'm gonna jump with my hands to the side, so
you can't jump properly with your hands to your side.
Right? If my hands and I jump and I touch my hands, you still see them get called sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what counts as an unnatural position. All right, here, June. That's Rosie's eyes here. Unnatural position. If you had an unnatural position and you had to touch it, is a penalty, right? Or handball in general, right? All right, you see the Eric Dyer handball recently?
I can't remember.
It was literally the other day against. That was the Chelsea game, I believe.
I think I knew we talked. How it happened again?
It was Eric Dyer, correct? Pretty sure it was Eric Dyer. I could be going mad here.
Let me see.
Was it against Chelsea or was the game before that?
Eric Dyer handball. I'm trying to see it. Oh yeah, I see a picture of it here.
Right. This is when he backing it, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Right? Backing it. I was gonna bring that up.
All right, this is my thing though. He would technically still be is it my fault you backing it though?
No. Is the same thing with Gabriel? Is it you don't but they think that's the difference they know. The Gabriel one didn't get called and they reviewed it.
Okay, right. But Eric Dyer won't get called.
That's what you don't understand.
Technically Gabriel can't see you argue Gabriel can't see the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Eric Dyer definitely can see it.
I think so. They're saying the reason we didn't give Gabriel's one as a penalty is because at that point he can't see the ball anymore. So we can't call that handball because he has to know where the ball is.
All right. Eric Dyer, you saying that Gabriel couldn't see the ball anymore. Eric Dyer never knew part of the ball was.
He didn't even know the ball coming.
The ball could literally be out of play for all he knew.
The man looking in the opposite direction. Like, look at this. The man's looking the opposite direction. Oh crap! Wait. On Zoom, right? You seeing my webpage or you seeing the image?
No. You would have got to share the webpage.
All right. I searched. All right, look, stop share. All right.
Share it again.
Share it again. The website. Okay, I click wrong thing. Right. Let me go back. Move all these cookies from here. Bang.
Yeah, cookies and the vibes.
Look, this is one right here.
Yeah.
Bro,
I don't know what even going on it. Like, but you can't see the ball is behind you, man.
Clearly behind you, man. Imagine getting called. It's like, what? I didn't even know the ball was coming.
Would you call that a natural position?
Nah. I mean, I don't know what your hand doing up there, but at the end of the day, he's not even looking at the ball.
That's kind of how your hand is look when you're coming down from jumping. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I said.
You went down from jump. You went up. And like you has like so you know I can't do. You know what I mean? His kind of is a stretch.
I can't overanalyze every single movement this man is making right now because he's just playing football and defending. I can't do that. I cannot do that.
I just feel as if the like one, as I said before, we learn saying about handball every year, like some different referee analyzation, right? Like, oh, the reason why we didn't get this handball is because blah blah blah. The reason why we did give this one handball, blah blah blah. And boy, is this kind of situational where is this tacky situation by situation, boy, because I feel like I know crap no more, but was it exactly a handball and what isn't? Sometimes it's scrimmaging now at football practice and things, right? And saying it's happening and like man, it's called handball and it's completely shut up as like, I don't even know handball, there's no more.
Yeah, for sure.
This man, I know this man will tell me something I never hear about. And it could be BS, yeah, but
when ice scrimmaging, this is how we just use the handball thing. We just keep it very, very basic. We don't get technical. But if the ball hit my hand and I was just playing regular football, we are not calling none of that. If like somebody kicked the ball towards my hand and my hand's like, I might say, we're calling that. But you know how people like growing up when you're playing football and street and whatnot, anything ball touch your hand is a handball.
Connection.
But man, just said that connection, you know what I mean? Just connection.
What even is connection?
I've never heard that used that actual football.
Yeah, I know that. I used to tell me so. Like if you look at the basis of connection, is maybe you could argue that some people that you don't get handballs based on. But I've never heard somebody say, the referee calls it connection.
I just grew up thinking it was actual rule. I don't know.
Frank, tell me here that I said that was some Barbados. That was some real Barbados.
But everybody just in that connection. So you can't call it.
Connection.
You can't call it because you kick the ball at me.
Correct. Which is kind of what he meant to say. Like, if in certain situations, like if my hand, if you like literally less than a foot away from me, and you try to scoop the ball past my head and touch my hand, I couldn't react.
Exactly.
Technically, that's what I would call connection.
Play on.
That's not a handball.
Play on.
Yeah. Right.
But in the other sense, but it's way more technical than that when it comes to actual football. You know what I mean?
No, but that is whole actual football. No, that's what them is arguing. If you are that close to somebody and they don't have the time to react, it can be a handball.
But no, not anymore. Not anymore because anything like in a sense, right?
How he had time to react.
Exactly. Eric Dyer can't even react because he doesn't even know the ball is there.
Exactly. But then Gabriel could get away with one because he.
So right with Gabriel thing. Whenever you're going to head a ball, no, just close your eyes.
That's what he's saying. No. I was going to bring this up earlier. So you're telling me no, right? All right. Say for instance, this one was not given, right? Mm-hmm. And the argument was he was backing it.
I guess right? I know so people, if anybody watching this, they can see it, right? But do you think, Tom?
If your argument no is I backing the ball, right? My man, from now on, look, I ain't even heading balls no more. Mm-hmm. I'm going up backing it so look. I'm looking at my own goal so look. I get elbow it away against a ref boy called you. I didn't know that I can't do boy ref boy the back. Yeah. You see though, right? You know what I mean? So like, at this point, oh shoot.
It's stupid, B. Come on, man, Gabriel. Nah, I think they ain't showing an image of it here. But I don't know the handball rule. I can't tell you what handball is. I can't tell you what a handball is.
At this point, I genuinely ain't got a clue. At this point, genuinely don't got a clue.
You just got hope. You know what I mean? Like go in your favor. Whoever team you backing, you just got hope.
Agreed.
Right. Share that screen there. Right. What's the next stuff I got here? This one here. You think the fans get used to have we gotten used to fans no longer being at the games?
Strange way, yeah. In a strange way, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sadly. I feel it becomes so much a norm now, and especially sometimes when you, for instance, now, because I know you've been talking about the artificial noise, right? Mm. But even when you watch the games without noise, it seems so normal now. Like just hearing player voices. And
I like hearing player voices a lot clearer now, though.
For sure, always did. A couple of years back, Barca played a game behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. I think I was around Catalan elections. Something was going on. Can't remember what exactly, but we played a game behind closed doors, right? Mm-hmm. And it was the weirdest experience, but it was so cool just to hear, like, you could hear men talking. And I wish them was speaking English. You know what I mean? Yeah. But somebody even do a video where them translate everything that the players were saying, and it was ridiculously interesting just to hear what, like, some of the best players on the planet is.
It was before when Arteta first came in, and this was before the COVID thing went global, right? I was watching a match, and you remember he said in the group chat that everybody was freaking out at how you could hear Arteta talking to all the players in different languages and everything like that, right? All simultaneously. One minute talking to Lacazette in this language, then talking to Saka in this language. It's like they were saying it was real cool, right? And you could hear that over the fans screaming. So, like, every time you get that little piece of hearing you favorite players screaming at one another over the fans, like, because you don't hear it often.
Intriguing, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
It's like such a norm. And because it's a norm, I still like hearing them. You know what I mean?
But this is my thing, though, I think true. Nothing with that, like, all right, because we could get on artificial fan noise. No, because artificial fan noise got to be the worst thing I ever hear in my life.
It get better, though.
It has gotten better, and don't get me wrong, but when it genuinely, blatantly is not the crowd, it does nothing for me. It does nothing for my experience just to hear it. You know what I mean? Because every time I hear it, I can say it. Every time hear it, I can think about. I can be reminded, wait, but I'm going to hear.
It's true.
You know what I mean? I don't hear that and be like, oh my God, that, you know what I mean? Nah, I just hear it and every time it's be like, and you remember at first it was like horribly delayed. Like
it's not delayed, no, it's very up. Yeah.
It still don't know for me. I don't hear it and I forget. And I suspend my disbelief and be like, all right, cool. Oh, I forget we had no fans for a second. Each time it's here is automatically remind me that there's no fans in the stand.
Okay, yeah. It's more like a sad reminder.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? Like, because it's kind of be like, what was that? It's be like, Oh, that's a fan noise.
But one thing I will say though, at least, right? One thing I will say is that at least the timing in which the reactions is so much better now, B.
But this is the thing, B, like a genuine fan, a genuine audience, kid you not, a million times better.
Yeah, I'm not arguing against that for sure. I'm not arguing against that.
Because this is my thing, Bundesliga, well, the Super Cup. Mm-hmm. Super Cup allowed fans in the stadium, a percentage of the fans, right? Mm-hmm. And I think League Bundesliga allowing a percentage of the fans in the stadium. And literally just that percentage of the fans, just that percentage, not even a full stadium, is meant such a huge difference.
Yeah.
It's
madness. But it's more than just football too, because it's the same thing. Like I get what you're saying in terms of like just being around the fans and seeing the fans' reaction there and being around them is much better. But same thing, I was like simple thing. I was like being in school around real people is like just that interaction alone is better than any artificial. You know what I mean? So
correct.
I can understand.
Sure. You can look at it. Yeah, there's so many ways you can look at it in so many aspects. Like in other forms of sports, for instance, like professional wrestling, like. Then when, for instance, WWE literally build an arena with like, so you could log in on your computer and your screen would show up as if you were in the audience, and the man got it set up like an audience, right? Yeah. But them is piping crowd noise and it awful be like just turn that off and then when you got it like that, is like you can manipulate for this particularly for professional wrestling, but you can manipulate with the narrative you want to push. You know what I mean? Because now you got. For instance, no way wrestling going on. You got this particular man that you want to push as somebody that the fans like, but because of how you pushing that person, the fans hate this man, right? Yeah. So you got this man going up, getting all that he getting cheer, but the fans booing this man to death.
Yeah,
right. But know that you in control of the pipe noise. You can set up whoever you want and get him whatever reaction you want, and you could get on like you can shake hands any day and be like, "Yep, job done, guys, job done."
Yeah, you know what I mean?
For instance, no, you can go in football. No, you can go. For instance, if Bill was still at Madrid, you ain't gonna ever hear the fans whistle like he because the ball played night at the stadium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can push whatever narrative they want. And obviously ain't that big a deal in football, but you get where it came from. Like, because of how it is being manner, it don't seem genuine. And like, I ain't got an issue with it, don't get me wrong. No issue with it at all. But
you did the best way you can.
Of course, and 100%, because I know like there are people that can be the complete opposite of me that rather hear a little bit of atmosphere to it, because I love atmosphere, but I just don't like this piping atmosphere, because as I say, whenever I hear it, I just be like, oh shoot, yeah, that's not real. You know what I mean? But as I said, I've got a lot of people that can hear it and be like,
you think people would give that option to just hear the players, like they would integrate that?
I think FIFA back in the day, you could have do that if you went in training. You could go in training back in the day in FIFA. Set up practice matches, and
because basketball, you can hear the men and whatnot. Although it's gotten worse over the years for me because it's the same one man's voice playing everybody, like in training and whatnot. There's a bunch of crap. It's like, oh, that's all day. It's be the same man, you know.
That's ridiculous. You telling me you can get 6 men and get them $200 each and just let them record something?
You know what I mean? It's be the same man. I said, that's all you, baby.
Not even you ain't got to pay nobody. You can literally tell a man there, or you ain't got to sit on in front of your computer and code today.
Exactly.
Can this goofy and do something?
Oh, that's a foul. And you can even during the game.
PES got closed arenas though, right?
I ain't played PES for a while, so I can't tell you.
Pretty sure PES got I don't know if it's a mod, but I definitely see it. I definitely see could be. But I definitely see closed arenas in PES before. Yeah. And now FIFA already said that they're not doing that. They're not doing a closed arena type vibe, because they say their argument was FIFA's supposed to be a presentation of football at its best, and football is at its best when fans.
I could imagine the FIFA community like kind of ranting at them talking about football at its best. I could imagine the amount of jokes they make about that.
Well, I came out of there. I didn't even pay them like football at its best.
I even believe in that. Not from y'all.
Not from y'all, man.
Not from EA.
Electronic Arts voted the worst company about 3 years back, about a couple of years ago on 3 year stretch. Worst company to work for.
But we coming down to any topics here. I just got a couple of spin-off topics here that I mentioned to you earlier. I can skim the best 11 thing. I don't really want to talk about that.
Do that another day.
Yeah, for sure. But the one I want to get into, wait, before I get into that, I got one here saying most creative players in football right now.
Okay.
Who you got as the most creative player? It
don't
have to be a creative midfielder.
Leo
Messi. Okay.
No, this is my thing. This is my thing. Not being biased nor man, but I tell you this. Last time we had men on a call, obviously my answer could be Messi. And too, last time on the call, I tell you if Messi could Premier League, the record for chances created by January. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you watch again, like you watch, but it's strange and too because I watched Messi the other day in the first league game, right? And I watched a man who refused to let go the ball at times. And I was like, not today, man. Not today. I want a goal. You know what I mean? I watched the man refuse open passes sometimes, and I was like, what is this man doing? Who? My thing is, Messi.
Okay.
Refused to send off passes to certain men, and I was like, what is this man doing? Right? Just to try to dribble him in and get a shot off. Mm-hmm. But on his day, you can't tell me, like, Champions League, high stakes game, this man has pulled these strings. This man can drop deep. This man can create unlimited amounts of chances, and that's just a fact. You know what I mean? They should have more time to think about it, but you could always you just gotta mention man like De Bruyne, and just how quality pass to all over the pitch. You know what I mean? Like create chances no matter what. But
you think De Bruyne is one of them players though? Who you think if De Bruyne go to another team, right? Like a weaker team, a team who is not really like, and I always gonna make this comparison to basketball because, like with LeBron, right? Although LeBron is one of the most creative players in basketball, is like next to Chris Paul and them kind of man.
Lonzo Ball and them, yeah.
Okay, let's not do that. But right next to Chris Paul and them kind of man is it's one of the things because the court much smaller and whatnot, you could create for yourself, right? Because he's just that he got that scoring mentality and everything too, along with what a good pass he is. So even if my teammates ain't getting open, I could go and score for myself. I think with men like De Bruyne, who De Bruyne does not have that kind of gonna get a goal. You know what I mean? To me,
I've seen him in moments like that, but
I wouldn't say that as a trait of De Bruyne.
Right, correct. Maybe I could tell you like when Messi, you see Messi sometimes and you might would just be like, nope, I gotta do it myself in this situation. And he would just take on 4 or 5 men and shut off. You know what I mean? I don't see that for him. He like as a thing you would say, all right, Leo, this is what I'm gonna do. You gotta drive at these men. I can tell De Bruyne, like I can go maybe I tell Kevin De Bruyne like go on track, take it past 5-6 men, brother, and stick it in the back.
So what you're saying is then go on.
For instance, I watched the last Champions League Barcelona the other day, right? Mm-hmm. And Messi was kind of on autopilot for most of the game, doing my thing, attracting attention. We up to 1, right? We up 1-0, right? We up 1-0. I doing my thing. Game looked pretty comfortable. Then Morata scored, right? Literally, brother. Next time Messi get the ball, you know what man do? It wasn't all right, let me be passive no more. The man pick it up, run at man, straight to goals, get past a couple man, shot at Buffon parry it, Suarez get tapping. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I might as well tell me that Messi don't take games by scruffy net, but that's madness. I've seen him do it millions of times.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, I don't see that like from De Bruyne, like things like that. Like, but that wasn't the question. The question was chances created technically.
Who's the most creative?
When I say De Bruyne, oh yeah. Well, as I said, from De Bruyne, you that good a passer, big man, and then also you that good for set pieces, so you could swing in crosses from.
That was said, but that was my question, right? So if De Bruyne didn't have a team around him who knew like exactly how to make them runs and whatnot, like you think,
right.
Because then it's just, what do you think about De Bruyne game? Like, what else does he have other than that ridiculously good passing?
He's overall a good footballer, but on that output end in terms of creativity.
Because to me, he's the fastest person in the world. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Agreed. So he got a good shot, but
he's getting like a lot of De Bruyne passes to me, from what I see, is a.
Dang it.
Well, I can still say right. A lot of De Bruyne passes to me come on the back end of I can scan the field and can put a long cross from the halfway line straight to the opponent box, right? That a lot of people can't get done. You know what I mean? So I don't see I can come and beat one man, I can beat the next man, then I can pin a true ball through the space here into the box. I don't see a lot of that. It's more of I can scan the field a lot faster than most players right now, and I can ping a pass straight across the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, that's the
literally from one end to the next, one city field to the next, and put it on the map.
Sterling better make that run or find some space to get there. You know what I mean? So
I get you.
If you didn't have that
if you
team,
play with men that are less competent,
right?
I feel. All right, so I feel again it will be a situation where he can still be very creative and two-way because you can still expect so much from and even
I get a call right now, so just keep doing your thing.
Yeah. Even for instance, players at lower divisions, right? When you've got you play with somebody beneath you level, and this could go for any division. This could be a third division in Barbados. If you're playing with people that a lower level, you still expect them. You still expect more from them. So you can push a pass at them, thinking them should have met that run, or push a pass at them, saying they should be able to hold off that defender and create something with that chance. So I feel in a lesser setup with De Bruyne, he will still get a lot of creative chances because he can still look for the impact because he positioning can still be good. He can still be able to drift away from certain men, knowing where to be to collect the ball in an area that ain't gonna be like, oh, this is my right on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then he can still push passes at men if it and let's be real, what team he could go to that one got some sort of competent runners, you know what I mean? Somebody that can show for this ball somewhere.
He ain't good. He is not gonna go. De Bruyne is not gonna be on a team, and if he does end up on a team like that, how the hell that team got money for De Bruyne anyway?
Right, exactly. But don't got one good man as running.
It's true.
This is man got transfer rumors about him, but
yeah, I know, but we just talking about creative players. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who else you got though?
Most creative players, I think. I'm talking like world class men, right? I really want to just come and give you like some the decent men. I want like world class, like men who, because literally we just said scan a field like De Bruyne and know where everybody is and where everybody should be, and can get there, get the ball there. Like at one point, maybe Cesc Pogba is that guy.
Okay.
I've never believed it, but I'm a hater. But I'm a hater.
Right, of course.
But nah, I've never actually. I don't know. I've never. Yeah, I'm gonna give Pogba his respect, right? But I've said this for so many years, right? Since he was on Man United, and as an Arsenal fan, so I ain't got no love for Man United. But I've never feared. How much times I got to say this? I've never feared Pogba.
True, very true.
I've consistently said this, where the people I fear on Man United are Martial and David De Gea.
Yeah, right.
I'm sticking by that statement so much, because I feel like the type of player Pogba is it's not hard to hold, you know. To me, it's not hard to hold Pogba.
Do it. I watched Arthur do it time.
You mean hold Pogba?
Yeah, this is classy.
No, it's not difficult. Yeah, he could be physical already. He got that height on you and whatnot, but
for sure.
To me, when you stay with him, if you can't stay with him, that's about stay with him. Get in front of him so he can't get the ball. Because then if you get the ball to foot, I feel like then, and he get in front of the box, Pogba could be a problem. He could be a problem.
For sure, of course, yeah.
In front of the box, Pogba, and you got the ball in front of the box, Pogba was a problem. Yeah. But I reckon I feel like if I in the middle, I've seen Xhaka do this. Once you get this man in the middle of the field, brother, you don't get him no ball right here. You're not getting any ball. Yeah. This is my midfield. If you get in front of my box, it can be hard to stick to you because that's when Pogba's really making movement for me.
For the player he is, and how much I feel like Pogba's still he's a very good player. We all know that. I ain't saying that Pogba's a good player, but
for sure,
I feel like he really even fully fulfill what he could have been or what people used to say he's going to be or things like that.
Okay.
Whether you want to argue is a United setup, whatever, because then you could argue he's a World Cup winner with France and he played good for France and he did. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel the impact on certain games, and let you look at it, he had that monster of a game against City if you remember when he scored two, I believe.
When they were down and he come back and scored the winning goals. Yeah,
absolutely clatter Otamendi for no reason. What a game, you know what I mean? But I feel like
I watched that game at Bubba's. Yeah,
the play he is for what he is expect from me, the money that I get put on for he, things like that, and how much people talk about he, like how much people say he can do and what he should be able to do.
Yeah,
I feel like they get them started games too. Few and far between, you know what I mean?
All right.
Few and far between, but I can give you one that I can give you a somewhat underrated one.
Who's that?
Chance Creator, because of the team he's played for and the people who are also there who attract so much attention.
This is a Barca player.
Nah, never that. Julian Brandt at Dortmund. I feel like then is always Sancho, is always Haaland. You know what I mean?
I don't know how I was going to get so vexed when you said Sancho. I was like, how way could it? But I don't know why the man would deem Sancho as this. Anyhow, I get into that. Yeah, for sure.
If you watch,
you've been a fan of Julian Brandt for a while. So.
Long time for sure.
Yeah,
long time. I was a big Brandt fan, but watching my game,
I haven't seen nearly enough. I ain't seen nearly enough of Julian Brandt to have a solid opinion on the man, though. I haven't seen enough.
Literally, you can look at Dortmund highlights so like last year, and you'll see how much he involved in. You know what I mean? He involved in a good set. General overall play, just always somewhat solid. You know what I mean? And to me, like he played out of position in a way I don't like Julian Brandt. It's similar to the Kai Havertz thing where I don't want this star player out on the right. You know what I mean? I want a player playing at the 10. You know what I mean? Putting these strings in between there. But got a lot of players at Dortmund that's that good that you can make an argument for. So somebody got to be out of position. So why not Brandt? Whatever. But yeah, man, I feel that's underrated. It can top of the charts in our name, but you know what I mean. But
let me see. There's another question. I can come out to this question again because I can actually give it some more thought. But I just had these off the top of my head. It was like, these are some good questions. I can get into the other two. I can save the other two for the next recording though. I see when they get the other guys on. But for now, I think that was where I can end this. I don't know if this episode is longer or shorter than the last one. Funny enough, no idea. But we have some good questions in this one though. So yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it.
It was more podcasty if you get where it came from. It was less like a football show and more like a genuine podcast.
For sure. Yeah, it was good nonetheless. So
for sure.
We can end that one there, and until the next podcast, probably next 4 or 5 days or so.
For sure. Yeah, a lot of football to play. So yeah,
a lot of football to come up.